China has done many things in its effort to convince the world that Taiwan is part of its territory. For one, it sends warplanes into Taiwan's air defense identification zone on the regular. According to Taiwan's defense ministry, Chinese aircraft incursions into Taiwan's ADIZ happen almost every day. China also pressures artists and celebrities, coercing them into apologizing for saying and doing things China doesn't like. For example, we talked about how Taiwanese celebrities Zhou Lincai and Xu Di were lambasted by Chinese internet users for congratulating Taiwan's national athletes on winning gold at the Olympics. John Cena apologized to China for calling Taiwan a country. And Taiwanese member of Korean girl group Twice, Zhou Ziyu, apologized because she waved a Taiwanese flag on camera. Stuff like this is kind of normal. Yeah, I'm still disappointed when it happens, but I've grown kind of used to it by now. However, this week, China came up with something new, and it made me go, oh no. Odds are you've probably heard of the Chinese social media platform Douyin, although outside of China, it's called TikTok. It's a microblog, which means content creators create videos that are less than 1 minute long. They post anything from silly lip syncs and dances, and it's been a platform to popularize songs in the past. And creativity is great, especially musical creativity. But what's coming next straight up gave me the chills, man. There's a song circulating on Douyin right now called 2035去台湾, which translates into Let's go to Taiwan in the year 2035. And if you think that this is a song released by the Taiwanese government to promote tourism, then you'd be wrong. Though I wish you were right. Oh, how do I wish you were right.
坐上那公车去台湾，就在那2035年。
This song is clearly a Chinese production. The people singing it do so in Chinese accents, but they're singing about visiting tourist attractions in Taiwan. The first part of the song talks about going to the outlying Penghu Island, Alishan Mountain, and Sun Moon Lake. Then it talks about visiting Chinese landmarks like Tiananmen Square and the Great Wall of China, as if to say, if you're visiting these places in Taiwan, you might as well visit China because they're the same place. Ha ha, China, very subtle. But if you want to talk about really subtle, the song directly references a Chinese dream, a term closely associated with Chinese President Xi Jinping, which he called a great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation. So if there was any doubt in your mind at all that this song was political in nature, that should be gone right now. I'm talking like flush down the toilet gone. There is an obvious disconnect between the song's subject matter and how it's presented. For example, one of the lyrics say, 坐上那动车去台湾, which means, let's get on a train and go to Taiwan. First of all, Taiwan and China are separated by a body of water, so it's physically impossible to do that. But, as Stash has informed me, this lyric may refer to an infrastructure plan which China hopes to complete by 2035. That plan will seek to connect Taiwan and China via a cross-strait train line. At their closest, China and mainland Taiwan are separated by 100 miles of water. So you're telling me that China wants to build a train over all of that? Second of all, in Taiwan, we do not call trains 动车, we call them 火车. But the absolute creepiest part of all of this to me is the little girl singing the song. It kind of gives me vibes of the 2008 Beijing Olympics, where another girl lip-synced the Chinese national anthem because organizers thought the girl who actually sang the anthem wasn't cute enough. There's also this montage of women dancing in what look like traditional indigenous outfits, which I don't know if those are completely accurate. The video says the indigenous groups are part of China's 56 ethnic minorities, which I don't know, man, but it sounds like they're grouping all of Taiwan's indigenous groups into one general group called Gaosanzu, which roughly means high mountain people. But 2035 is more than a decade away. The song sounds like it's implying a future where Taiwan is part of China, which underlies a threat of force to the overall upbeat tone of the song. Oh, it's all just so creepy. Now look, I have absolutely no problem with Chinese people visiting Taiwan. Come and explore this great and beautiful country. But this song framing Taiwan as part of China just weirds me out, man. Like, singing about a place doesn't mean you own it. Otherwise, Jay-Z and Alicia Keys would own New York City, Tupac would own California, and John Denver would own West Virginia. And I'm sorry to break it to you, China, it just don't work that way.